what a difference a month makes. If you remember, last month in April, I was hanging in the Picks Plaza with race car driver Josef Newgarden talking about 100 days to Indy. And then this past weekend, in very dramatic fashion, he crossed the finish line ahead of the competition at the world-famous Yard of Bricks to win the Indianapolis 500.
Team Penske at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Josef Newgarden finally wins the Indianapolis 500. It's the captain's 19th win, Newgarden's first.
Joining me once again, Josef Newgarden with the new title, Indianapolis 500 winner. Do you get goosebumps watching that?
It's incredible to see it. I've been getting very emotional when I watch it back. I've still not been able to see the whole race. I really want to watch it. But, you know, for me, it was extra special because it's taken 12 years to win the race. I've been, you know, trying so hard every single year, and it's a heartbreaking event. If you leave that race other than the winner, your heart is completely shattered. And, you know, to do that 11 times and to finally win it on the 12th, it was extra special. And I think I appreciated it much more than if I was, you know, younger and I was a rookie.
You know another reason why you won it, right?
Because I was here. We did all our interviews together.
Exactly, right? We teed it up.
I couldn't believe that.
Manifested it, and then now, you know, a year later, you have to come back again, and we're just going to make this a recurring thing.
We have to speak it into existence. I love that we've had the 100 Days to Indy show. We did all that coverage like you talked about, and to be able to come back here as the winner, I mean, I guess it's serendipitous. It's just good timing, right? Like I said, it's been 12 years. You're never going to pick your moment for when it's going to happen. So for it to, you know, just work out for whatever reason this year was really special. And you know, it means that everyone asks you, what does it mean to win Indy? And for me, it means family. I really think about everybody that, you know, got me to this point and had a part in this. Because it's not just a relief for me, it's a relief for everyone that put something into it.
I know you had a chance to celebrate with them in addition to the fans. We'll get into that. But you were telling me off camera about the Indy 500 hangover. So has this dream met or reached has it actually felt like reality?
You know, it did. You know, a lot of people, they always ask, like, has it sunk in yet? Do you realize it? And I think it sunk in for me 100 foot before the start-finish line. Like, as soon as I knew it was going to happen and I could see it, that checkered flag in sight, I was overcome with emotion, you know, and I think because of the difficulty to win the race. You know, it is the biggest race in the world. It is the most challenging. And when you've tried so long and put everything into it and to finally realize it, for me, it just hit home immediately. But like you're talking about, we go to our next race this weekend. There's no time off. We can't, you know, celebrate. That's the unique thing about this event. We run in the IndyCar Series. It's a full championship. It's 17 races. And really our Super Bowl, or our biggest event, the Indy 500, is race 6. So it's great that we won it. It's the hardest, most elusive one, but we've got to get right back into it. And so all this work we're doing to try and celebrate, I got to wrap this up in another 24 hours and get right back into race mode.
So with about 10 laps, you thought you really had a chance. Put me in the driver's seat. What's going through your mind? Are you changing up any of your mechanics, or you're just sticking to the script?
I think in this type of race, you got to be very flexible to, you know, maneuver however you need to. It's impossible to predict what's going to happen. So you can have a game plan, a rough idea, but as soon as it changes slightly, you got to be quick to move. And so for me, on the final red flag, it was really intense because it was a one-lap shootout. We knew this was for everything. We came out of the pits. We take the white flag on the restart. And all I knew was I just needed to get past Marcus as quickly as possible. I didn't get him as fast as I thought. You know, I didn't get him in turn 1. And as soon as I realized, okay, I'm not going to get him right now, I thought, okay, get him on the backstretch. That's going to be the perfect time. And I was just trying to hold him off to the line because it's a big drafting fest in Indy. You know, when you get by somebody, the opportunity for the car behind to get back by you is pretty high. So, you know, it was just kind of a drag race to the finish, and, you know, timing is everything. And I think where we made the pass, it ended up being the right time.
So 12 years for you to have this moment. Why that celebration with the fans? It felt like you were an athlete, and you've seen it in other sports. They celebrate with the crowd. They may stand up on the scores table. You went right in the thick of the crowd and celebrated with your family in addition to friends and the masses.
I've wanted to do that ever since I started this race. I said, if I'm lucky enough to win the event, I'm going in the stands and I'm celebrating with everybody here. You know, Indianapolis, if you've never seen the Indy 500, there's nothing like it in the world. It's the 107th running that we just ran. There's over 330,000+ people there on that single day. The energy in that environment, you cannot describe to people. You have to at least see it in person once. TV doesn't do it justice. So I knew if we're winning this race, and as soon as it happened, I said, I know exactly where I'm going to park. I'm going to park on the start-finish line. I know exactly how I can get through the fence to get to the crowd.
You knew exactly where you were going.
I had it all planned. You know, it's been a dream of mine to do that forever, and I've been just waiting on it. And so I try to do it as quickly as possible. The only thing I wasn't planning on was I thought I could go a little bit higher in the stands. I quickly realized I was never going to make it to the top.
No.
And, you know, just turned into a situation where I was a little bit nervous, actually, and I just went back to the track.
Well, thanks so much for making the time. It's well-deserved. That was a phenomenal opportunity for you to celebrate with the fans, and I can't wait to see how it looks on the 100 Days to Indy, because I know you still haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't, and I think that they're working on this final episode, so I don't know how they're going to shape it up, but if you haven't seen 100 Days of Indy, it's the whole lead up to this event. You're going to see the big finale.
Cannot wait to watch it. You can watch it right here on Pix 11. Congrats again, and good luck in Detroit, Joseph.
Thank you so much.
All right, and we're going to do this again exactly next year. So set your calendars for a year from today moving forward. Joseph is going to be here speaking about winning the 100 Days or the Indianapolis 500 again.